Alright, welcome and good morning, everybody. We are right in preparation for GP Liverpool, which is going to happen in 2 weeks and 2 days. And we have to deal with a very divergent meta, where on the one end of the spectrum we have Dredge and Visit Phoenix, and on the other hand we have Spirits. So one end requires us to have extra many graveyard hate spells, and the other one requires us to somehow be flexible enough to deal with a trillion flyers that also protect themselves. So to that end, I have added again a third Terminate because of Thing in the Eyes, because we need to reliably kill Rogue Skull Captain whenever it comes down. And we can't like take a turn off with Fatal Push or whatever. I also put in a Liliana because we have to kill Geists and double Rogue Skulls in between, and a Damnation for the same matter. What else is there? One Grim Lava Matza here for those nasty matchups. And then we're gonna jump into a game here, into a league. Although our matchup against Spirits, or control matchup against Spirits, generally speaking, is not too great, I really enjoy having Spirits in the meta, or humans, or whatever. It's like a fair game that you can interact with, you know. Whereas these motherfucking looting decks are just a pain in the ass. And I hope everybody does feel the same way. So the list that we're playing right now is more or less the list that I took to GP. So we're gonna start off with a watery grave here instead of an island, for the simple reason that if we place a turn 2 Goyf and or whatever, and we need to terminate it, then we are ready to do so. There we go, everything as expected. So I would like to scare him into not playing Liliana here. We keep mana open. Maybe he thinks we're gonna play a perfect. So keeping up Kolaghan's command here, probably not the thing I want to be doing. He also might have Kolaghan's himself. So we probably want to have both of these, and I'm not going to cash in that serum visions right now. Shit. So we're gonna go down to 11 next turn. Yeah, we're just gonna play PN currently here. Next turn we have multiple sources of well, it was kind of obvious that he had a Bloodbraid Elf in hand. He just also needed to have the lands. Okay. So we're probably gonna discard Serum Visions here, so that we have Nimble and Terminate up next turn. He's still scoring lands. That's bonkers. So one PN Kieran Lar is trading off 2 4-drops, which is pretty good. So the value train apparently doesn't stop. I think the easiest way for us to deal with this is go Nimble, cycle 4 cards, and counter the Bloodbraid Elf. Discard whatever we draw with Nimble unless it's super good. That's why we get through our library a little bit. Three Bloodbraids. Okay, he's not even using Liliana, which is not a good sign, I would say. Is he fucking kidding me? Fourth Bloodbraid. I mean, if you're dealing with 4 Bloodbraids, then any control deck will have problems here. Now we need a Snapcaster Mage. Really need one. Yeah, we're dead. I guess we're gonna go top here. In the order that provides us with Logic Knot at the earliest. Okay. And basically has to take Nimble here. Oh my god. He's down to 10 already. Yeah, we're gonna shock just in case we want Logic Knot and Lightning Bolt. No reason to give him the choice here. So if it takes one more damage, we can one-shot him. Like, let's say he was gonna fetch for a land to play Bloodbraid. Okay, now we have lethal by ourselves as well. I think we'll have Dark Confident help us a little bit here. So the thing is, we'll set up a trap where next turn he either has to tap out just straight up lose the game. I think we're going to keep on the draw here. We're going to lose one card anyway. And with 2 man lands, we at least have a little bit of pressure. Okay. Okay. So let's see, we need double red at some point, so I'm not gonna go with P and K here. Oh my goodness, this is a super slow hand. I mean, Assassin's Trophy is basically irrelevant to us. Let's see if you put a card on top. Dark Confident, of course, would be horrible. Okay, put a land on top. Sure. The only problem here is that we might want to consider we have a couple of lands to play with. Just the major setback here that is really problematic. Snapcaster might have to block Bloodbraid Elf, depending on what he cycles into. Cascades. Okay. I think we're taking one hit here because we can't follow up with snap and then... Oh, that was a close call. Okay. Is he not gonna kill our snap? Alright, so he's doing this play only because he thinks he would negate his own advantage. So I'm gonna go for this one here, just in case we draw another land that we don't have to shock. I do not love it. Okay, just land. Fuck my life. Just need one thing. Cryptic, terminate, formulate a mage, even a nimble would be alright. So since he only has one card in hand, relatively risk-free here. Oh, fuck my life, it's always the fucking same. All the fucking time. So we really have to figure out, like, please give me one good card, just one. It's unreal. It's unreal. So yeah, we'll take 7 off of him. And then just hope. This is absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. Man, what the fuck? So attacking him with one, hoping for a dud, blocking with the other one. Yeah, I think that's like our only way to win here. Oh shit. No, can't do it. Only able to activate one anyway. Well, we also don't have any lands in our deck anymore, so hopefully the next card is gonna be something else. What the fuck is he doing? Okay. That might buy us a turn. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. We would still need to maintain the possibility of activating Creeping Tar Pit because he can activate it 2 times. Yeah, I guess. But then he's tapped out, cannot bolt us anymore. So we're gonna do it with 3 islands here. Come on, give me terminates. Ah, that sucks so much. Ah, now they're coming. This is the best way to tap our mana. we had drawn one of these spells just like 1 second earlier, then we would have probably already won this game. Alright, so what do we need here? Snap has to recards terminate anyway, so we still have that open. Can set up our draw. So we would only die to yeah, that's probably something we would want. Snap terminates. Could even go with another Serum Visions here. So I think he has to block, because if he doesn't and flips, yeah. He always had to watch out for. Okay, let's see what this is. Inquisition. Inquisition ain't good. Yeah, we still have to counter Bloodbraid here. If he has a bold in hand, then that's that. Kolgan's command would also be lethal, of course. That's fine. But if he doesn't have a K command in hand or a bolt, then we should be good here. So we're at 7 life now. I think it's time. Good games. Whew! What a game. What a beautiful game, everybody. Alright, let's jump into the next one here. That was found pretty quickly. Oh, come on. Moto. K command is not the worst in some matchups, but it's also pretty slow. So. Blackleaf Cliffs. So again, Jant. Could also be Mardu Pyromance, of course. So could be Mardu Pyromancer, so we're gonna be a little bit cautious here with our fetches. Okay, basic swamp. Might have been a good idea. Yeah. So let's see. If we go, and we have to take at least one blue. Sad for all Liliana, but I'd rather be able to play a wide variety of creatures than just one spell, although that might be really good. I think I'm going to take Kolaghan's Command here because looting is card disadvantage. And it will help him, of course, to a certain degree. He might also be playing some Phoenixes or some variety of that sort. But he won't be able to play out a Vellum Reveler here. Okay, discarded the land. Discarded double land, actually. Took the Terminate, so he probably has a creature in hand. No, we're not going to be greedy here. Or we are going to be greedy, depending on the perspective, I assume. Yeah, that was somewhat foreseeable. And Bellamrella, beautiful. Okay. So for the Blood Moon, of course, we do have Piankiran Lore, which should be quite okay. So the thing is, he needs two different cards. He needs another red source, and he needs a Bellamrella. He discarded another red source, and that can only mean that he has some good card in hand. Or a removal spell, depending. So let's have a look. Yeah, we cannot forego a 2-turn clock here. Like he... Very good indeed. So, usually all Lilianas would be pretty good, especially Liliana Last Hope, but with his Zedicaster, we can evade the Blood Moon a lot better. Nimble is not super great in the matchup though. For that we want to have this one. Are they playing Lingering Souls or are they playing Arcane Phoenixes now? That would be a very relevant. Why doesn't that just go off? Okay, I think we're gonna bring that one in. I'm sorry, I just have to restart the computer here. Okay, 2 fetch lands. I think Moto is already 2 metagame cycles ahead again. So while in the paper meta, Spirits and the Fair decks are currently like utilizing every single graveyard hate spot they can in order to achieve some sort of advantage. The Moto meta already has yeah, he can. I mean, he's looking for land, so let him have effectual discard to 4 and choose a couple of cards. I'm fine with that. Because he shouldn't be able to play Bedlam Revel next turn, and then if he plays and finds a land. bottom, bottom. Might have even boarded out the Blood Moon, but there's almost no harm in playing around it here. He's definitely not playing around it though. We have a couple of lands, how about you? So I don't want to shuffle the cards on the bottom of the library back into our hand here. This one's going, this one's coming. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Needs one more. Or a land. Okay, so if he does have a Bedlam Reveler here, I think we're just gonna go after in the looting. Both to stop a Bedlam Reveler in his hand. Yeah. And further card selection. So we could of course have gone with the very risky play of waiting for another turn. And then just discarding him the Bedlam Reveler with Kolgan's command, but okay. If he draws a land, of course, you can just play it. Still not gonna fetch with a Bloodstained Mire. Now I'm gonna fetch with a Bloodstained Mire. Indeed. So these can both go on top, but we probably won't have them. Okay, we have all the basics we need. We have a life linker in play. He's still not capable of playing Bedlam Reveler should he have one. Now he's capable of playing one. So that's why. Liana Last Hope, interesting. He's getting Bedlam Reveler back because that's basically his only way of winning this game. Still have to attack that Liliana, and that Bedlam Reveler will get him back into the game here, no matter what. I don't really have a good way of playing this as well. Without Terminate or a Liliana of our own. I'll discard a Colorgon's command at least. One turn too late. I'm gonna attack into Bedlam Revel Up because no matter what happens, like even if he pumps it, we can just go Colligan's command, snap Colligan's command. Okay. Which he does not do. That's interesting. We're gonna play on top of the first trigger. Perfect. Don't want him, like if he did a sequencing mistake here and has another land plus a spell, I don't want him to have the opportunity here to utilize that. What is going on? Do we have internet? Yes, we do. Hello. Oh, we don't have internet, indeed. No, we do. Just really slow one right now. Hello? Good. So obviously he can still get off. These snapcasts mage from our hand, but I'm doing this this way anyway because it would then take 7 damage. And if it wants to take 7 damage here, that's fine. Good. So if he does anything before that was a mistake, my friend. Should have discarded first. Good games, good games. What a great league up until now. I mean, not only that we won both games, but also because it's just really interactive and really cool. yeah, I'm gonna continue with those games later or for you just in a second. Alright, welcome to round number 3. Want to say 4 there for just a second. Let's see where today's league takes us. Really have to say, Mardu Pyromancer, not the best matchup. We can win it, but it requires us to basically not make any mistakes or false assumptions, and then basing wrong decisions on that wrong assumptions. It's a little annoying. I'm using a new recording program that I actually bought, and like it's blinking the whole time, which is really distracting. Other than that, it's cool though. Alright, we're on the play. I'm gonna keep it. I almost smelled it. Like I was gonna play Scalding Tarn here, just in case this would happen. But it's fine anyway. So is this Mardu again, or are we playing? Oh, it's actually Mardu again. Interesting. He might be playing Blood Moon now. Liliana. Ooh. So if he takes out Liliana, which is very likely, I'm just gonna discard the Nimble here, because double black is still important to us for our own Lilianas. And Nimble is also an easy target for any Inquisition that might flow around. Another Liliana. Alright, Lingering Souls. So I think if we like attack his Liliana with our P&K and Lar, he might double block P&K. Doesn't know about our other stuff yet. Yeah. Okay. No play. Not even his other Lingering Souls. So must be Colgan's command, I guess. So he will be able to go Pyromancer tokens in the same turn, but we have P&K and our Wandering Tribunal to block, and we also do have the ability to kill that Pyromancer. One, two, three. Oh my goodness. Maybe there is a potential use for... oh, okay. Maybe there is a potential use for the Ultimate Masters extended version for Lava Claw Reaches. So it's 1, 2, 3. You should not be able to play a Battle Umbrella. Fuck you. Now comes a Blood Moon, interesting. I guess we're taking off 1. 2 is still a reasonable amount of damage. This becomes problematic very fast here. So we're killing one. Why would he shock that? I do not understand. Oh, it does get extra damage. I've never played against this land. Okay, so he wants to kill a one-range roll potentially. I think we're gonna tap draw. Okay, so if we go, yes, we'd still have the ability to then proceed with logic not after blocks. So we would have to have it terminate in order for this to make any sense. Which he, or if it push, or I need to block a flyer. Fuck my life. Where is Liliana when you need a... Yeah, he must have a bolt. Or he just wants to force through damage. Main board hazard. This is just unreal. This is not going very well. Where's freaking P and Kieran? Now we have to play Kalitas to avoid Liliana doing something. Why always one turn late, mate? Good trade-off. If we had her like the other way around with Kalitas, might have been something, but this way it's pretty hard. Nah, he's coming in with low crow reaches. Okay. Or just Battle Merla. Alright, I mean, this was not beatable. didn't draw any of the cards that we needed there. Great. Dude, what is going on here? Are we playing against Mardu Pyromancer again? No. Grixis Shadow. Mirror match. Yeah, so we might be waiting for the ability here to go with Gomeg Angler and having a backup spell of protection. The question that I ask myself is like these shadow decks are never ever gonna win against. Is it Phoenix? Like they just can't. Okay. Taking a Snapcaster Mage here and playing a tap land. Oh, I think we're still trying to set up our draws here. More importantly. So we would like to have another land, and Creeping Tuffet is not the worst land to have. So I'm going to put that to the top. So here I think this makes sense to kill a Snapcaster Mage. No, he can't attack anyway, right? So we're just gonna go Snapcaster, Inquisition him. He must have another snap in hand. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense for him to take. Okay, so he was just scared of losing the game. So rightly anticipated the Gomagangna, but he just didn't want to run out into our terminates, and correctly so, because he doesn't have any other threats. Now he's attacking. We're certainly not blocking. Did he draw a stubborn denial for real? Or just Death Shadow? Sure. Just a second, guys. I'll just pause the video real quick. Alright, sorry, I've been on the phone real quick. So what we're gonna do here, I definitely need to get rid of that Death Shadow here. So I think what we want to be doing here is definitely kill that one before we deal with Gomagangna, because it's just that can't grow. Then we block here, take 5 potentially, and then try to kill that Gomagangna as well. Could also bounce it first, because it takes 7. He would need, well, I would argue that he should have done that. Okay. If he was looking for a solution and to protect his Gomagangna, he should have done that during his turn. Let's have a quick look here. Should have something. Okay. So I think the lightning bolt for us is more relevant, because Dismember he will potentially keep up, or have to keep up, a certain amount of mana to not fall too low. I'm not gonna play out Liliana until there's something to discard for us. Like now. Okay. He still does have that. I don't think that we're gonna win this with lightning bolts. It's weird to say when he's at 8 life, but maintaining Liliana here, he would have to double threat in one turn. Like 2 Death Shadows. And in our graveyard, you know, lightning bolts are pretty alright. I just want to get some value at this point in the game. He's just clinging onto the dismember in his hand. Alright. There goes the stubborn denial, which is important. I think as long as we're drawing dead cards here, we're just sticking with the plan. Because there's just... yeah, he cannot beat Liliana. I think we're playing Collective Brutality here over Jace, because tempo's not really an issue. I think we're gonna keep this. We have 2 serum visions, so we're not. What did it take? Ah, it was serum visions. Sorry. Yeah, let's stick with the plan here. Oh, discarding 2 stubborn animals. That's oh. That warrants us playing a little more or a little aggressive here. He discarded no lands as well. Okay, this one to the top and this one to the top. I think he might be playing a little bit too conservatively here. Like, he apparently wanted to protect some of his. He has 2 stubborn nuls in his hand as well. Some of his stubborn nuls or something. I don't know. Also don't know what the engineered explosives is for, but we're definitely taking the angler here. That's what he just drew, right? One card on top, one on the bottom. Angler. I think we have to try and counter this. because one stubborn denial is not good, and then the other one. Like, he can use 2 stubborn denials, of course. So he has 1 explosives, 1 death shadow, 2 stubborn denials. That's impossible. Oh yeah, the death shadow's gone, of course. Sure. So maybe that's not the best idea, though. This way, if he counters it, we have a free shot with Snapcaster Mage next turn. And if he does not, okay. Okay, now we have potentially lethal. Unless he just drew into a team with Bell Rage, which would be no way. Okay. Okay. I was like, what kind of shenanigans are these? Oh, we won the first game. That's fortunate, of course. Alright, welcome to the last round, everybody. And of course, wouldn't be a League of Modern if we did face Tron at least once. Sad. We would have a really good hand if we were on the play. We require him to have at least have one turn without a consecutive Tron land. Perfect. Yes. Well, he didn't even need or utilize any expedition maps, and therefore we would be in a similar spot here on the play. Windstone is not a big deal though. I think we're still gonna run out our nimble because there's close to 0. No, maybe not. The opportunity cost is close to 0, yet we still have a good target for our Oblivion Stone. You're gonna sacrifice it. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, so Ulmog is coming in. Local engine. I think I'm gonna fetch pretty aggressively here, just so a potential Karn doesn't give us the chills. Okay. Super weird what is going on here. Let's have a look what he has in hand. Maybe Walking Ballista. Another Wormcoil engine and a Pithing Needle. And a Dismember. What? Okay. I guess we're taking the Dismember here, as he doesn't know what's going on, and therefore Pithing Needle ain't good. Then you draw a card. Okay. If he takes down, does getting rid of Blood Crypt here make any sense? We go bold, snap, bold. And kill him off with Creeping Top Hits. Yeah. Fuck. With the blood crypt. So you don't have the dismember anymore, right? Yeah. So we can't kill the Karn, definitely. Maybe Nimble is the pick here. It's a little strange to do so, but we definitely need to be able to go cryptic. So he's probably naming Nimble Obstructionist now. So I guess this one. Oh, Creeping Target, of course. Sure. Sure. That makes our play pattern a little easier. Oh shit. Yeah, I might have just fucked it up. Yep, I did. That was so bad. Oh my god. That was really bad. I'm doing too many things on the side here. Alright, concentration. Really super bad. Could have just cleanly answered it and then dealt with one coil engine a turn after. I was so, well, no matter. I guess we destroy, and that also doesn't make any sense because of the O stone. Oh man. And then when I realized it, we didn't have priority anymore. So let's see, he doesn't have Moonstone anymore. Karn by itself is okay, but not super good, especially when it doesn't have it doesn't have the ability to take something of importance. Expedition map, okay. Cavern of Souls. Didn't know that was a thing. You got it, mate. We need to attack Karn. Man, this would have all not be a problem whatsoever. Okay. Maybe we can rebuild here. If he does have another dismember, which apparently is the case. Oh my god, what a lucker. What a freaking lucker. Okay, now at least we got the Karn and can go to town. And you can only take up. The only bad thing now is that he knows, first of all, we can't counter an Eldrazi. And he does know that we're playing so many Nimbles here. But we have a 3-turn clock. Okay. Expedition map by itself is not a big deal. Would be great if we were to draw, say, It's not bad either. So I think we can beat anything but Nulamog. Yeah, this is not even a problem, like we can just bounce it and attack for 7. Oh, we had it, yeah. Certainly, I mean, we got out of it at some point, but it was still not super well played by me. Okay, so one of these, one are surgical, and that's probably it. Okay, our opponent apparently having a hard time here. To find something in the sideboard to bring in. Definitely not a keep. Also, I find it personally offensive that he's calling himself Jace in your face and then play Tron. Okay, apparently our internet's having trouble again. should be good again. So I'm currently uploading 2 videos here, and it just takes forever because all of the files are like 3 to 12 gigabytes big. So, but they are coming. They're coming. What is happening here? Now we do have internet. What's going on? Why has it just become a problem here? Alright, we're back. We're gonna keep Jace is fine as a turn 2 play. Yes. Man, something's lagging big time here. So, Black Crypt here. And then we should be good to go. Definitely doesn't have another copy of Power Plant in hand. Sure, cool. Obviously. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Maybe we find another something good. I think we're gonna bottom both of these. Quite the annoying development. Sure. That's a trade I'm willing to accept. And otherwise, we're just gonna take it down. Generate card advantage anyway. Fuck. Guys, the only thing I want here is freaking Colligan's command. He's getting a Sanctum of Ugin. Cairn of Souls. Lol. Yeah, sure. But does that mean that he does have multiples of this one in hands? Let's see. Ugin and Karn. Okay. So I guess we're going after the one with Death Touch. Killing that one. Fuck. We can't be overextending here. As sad as it is. So what I'm planning on doing here, okay, it's attacking the thing. So the plan now is to use Jace, get rid of the other Ugin in his hands. Cancel. First, fetch 4 black swords. Save 1 life type playing here. Then, if the other card in his hand would have been something good, I would have played the Liliana here, but I think this way we're not gonna bring her in. No. It does have a lot of mana though. Shit, we only have 6 more minutes. We need to win this one. Field of Ruin. Interesting. Okay, so if we take away the Tower of Power there, yeah, you should pop. So that's still 8, but that's not 10. So Wilmot's probably not going to be a thing. Thractusk, okay. Whew. Was getting anxious there just for a second. Alright, so Fulminator Mage definitely a yes. We could go Snapcaster Mage and bring down Lily. Since we have to... oh shit. I fucked it up. Once more, I'm just not concentrated. I really have so much stuff to do. think we can still get there. So this one goes after you. Now we have another fulminate mage. Another walking ballista here is probably our death sentence. And that's 9 mana. Okay, command cryptic. Ah, that's maybe okay. Four, five, six, seven. Okay, let's see if he's cracking this. Because he thinks, alright, good. So he's draining himself off a land, basically. Greed is good, as the old empires already knew. Emrakul, the Promised End. Well, you can't play that for 2 mana, I believe. Everything's lagging here. Playing as fast as I can. Sylvan Scrying for another Tower of Power. Things I would like to see. Load out to see. That's not one of them. If we do just one thing, just one good thing, okay. Expedition map's also not a good thing. Come on, man. Come on, deck. Not a thing. Okay, we got him down to 4. Just one more brick. Just one more brick and we'll get there. This way or that way. Come on, man. Fuck. That's probably the strongest card I could have possibly drawn here. Oblivion Stone. Okay. Okay. Come on, man. Come on. Yes, just a land. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there. Yes, we got there. We'll wait until it's upkeep, just for stat points. To let that little hope develop, and then we crush it. Or click on the wrong card, depending on. Boom! Great, guys. It was super fun, and now I really have to do some other stuff. Have a good day, and see you around.